Good morning, all my crafty friends. Welcome to A Crafter's Story. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's Celeste here. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button if you enjoyed this video today. I really appreciate your support and love to visit with you every time that I put together a video, which is roughly at this point once a week. So I saw an idea to make these tri-fold aperture cards or window cards, but I wanted the square one because I'm being difficult. No, I'm not being difficult. I just wanted a square one. It's just the design option that I wanted. And I thought, well, I'll make it easy on myself. I'll go online and I'll just order these tri-fold window or tri-fold aperture cards in square. But I could not find them in the US anywhere. They are very easy to find on Amazon UK, but not in the US for some very weird reason, unless you go on somewhere like Etsy and you buy handmade ones. And then, you know, for my budget, that wasn't going to be possible. So I thought, well, okay, how hard can it be? It'll be time consuming, maybe if I'm making a lot, but if I'm just making a few, I can make it myself. So I did. So here is today's video. It is partly to use up some of my old artwork that I no longer want to keep and that I want to put to use, and partly it is to use up some scraps and to get a head start on the greeting cards that I make for my family. So number one, let me get out this was a piece of art that I never completed, and it's been in my art stash, in my shoe boxes forever, probably 2 years now, and it needs to be used, right? So if it's not going to be used as a complete piece, maybe I can cut it up. So I did. So I've already cut out a piece, and that then went into this card. So there we go, and I'm using black because I just feel like it really frames this artwork. And then this is another piece of art. They're kind of experimental little pieces that I tried over time, and again I cut a piece out, and that then went into this card. So when I come to use it, I'm going to have to either write in a white gel pen on this side to use it as a card, or maybe paste in some lined paper and then I can write on that. And then I don't have this out, but this was just some gift wrap tissue, and then I put some stickers on there, some rose stickers, and then gave it a silver border, some stickers in the corner. And then this one is my last example to show you before we actually make one together. Also some stickers. The stickers are a little shiny, which is not ideal, but it's okay. I'm okay with it. Just as an example, an option might be to go over it with matte Mod Podge, but I don't know if I'll mess it up, so I'm just going to leave it. Again, just some food coloring dyed paper at the back, and some dollar store stickers, and I have a card. Okay, so there are my examples. I'm going to get set up so I can show you how I cut this to size and make one with you. I didn't worry too much in terms of size. How am I going to say this? I'm not going to put this into an envelope because these are just for me and my family. I don't sell them or use them or mail them. But if you are going to mail them, or if you're going to sell your cards, you might want to consider the shape, the size of your card, because you need that card to fit in an envelope. So just research your envelopes, and I think envelopes tend to be excuse me, fairly standardized. So just a thought to consider. So I picked up some of this poster board, and I wanted black, and this is what I could find. So this particular poster board is an 11 by 14 measure. I'm going to cut it in half this way, so I'm going to be able to get 2 of these cards out of this sheet, and put this aside, I don't need that. here is my sheet, 11 by 14, and I'm going to cut it in half. Let's just get my measure, and so crash, sorry, I didn't mean to throw that down, but I did. Sorry. Okay, so it's 11 this way, so I'm going to cut it at 5.5. There's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. And since my ruler has this straight edge, and my ruler isn't quite 14 wide, I don't know how to keep it straight other than to line up this edge with the edge of the paper, and that way I know that I'm going to have a straight line even though I can't measure it all the way down to here. So that's just my little cutting tip for you guys if you happen to have the same problem. I'm going to go a little slower with the cutting just because this, although my box cutter is pretty sharp, this paper seems to tear quite easily. I don't know why, maybe it just does. Okay, so I can just line that up and get this last little piece cut, and then I'm going to show you how to get the window, how to cut the window. First we can, come on, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to put one of them aside, and the measure for an 11 by 14 piece in my case, and doesn't really matter what your sizing is, because your pieces of paper at home when you're doing this is possibly going to be different. But so I'm just going to have to focus on the size that I've got. And oh, I never put my ring light on. Hold on, is that, there we go, got a little bit more light. So 14 is not divisible by 3, but where's my cards? I'm going to work on a slightly smaller measure. So I've got 4. Let me open it up. This inside piece that I'm going to be writing on is going to be just over, well, it's actually 4 3/4. So okay, measure it up again. Why am I struggling to measure it up? I'm being a little finicky. Okay, never mind. So I'm going to take my scoring tool and my ruler, and I'm going to come across 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4, and I'm going to score the page just so that I can fold it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4, like that. I'm going to take the smaller of the 2 score balls. Got the big one, the little one, just along here. I think I'm doing this right. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, well, if I'm not, we're about to find out. Okay, so I've got that score line, so it's easier for me to now fold 4 3/4 across like this. And I'm just going to straighten it up if I need to. I think I'll get my bone folder out just to really get the scores down. Why am I struggling? So I'll line it up on one side. I'm a little off there, but it's okay because I'm going to be trimming it. Okay, there we go. Nice, neat score. Now I'm going to open this up again, and I am going to be cutting my hole in the middle panel. We're doing a tri-fold. So I'm not going to score this next fold. I'm just going to bring over this. This is actually, no, I'm over explaining. Let me just do this. I'm going to bring it in, and I'm going to fold it so that I'm not quite up, the edge of my paper is not quite up against the fold, my first fold. It's only going to go maybe like 2-3 millimeters or 1/4 inch before the fold. Okay, and the reason why I do that is to allow for this fold not to have any restrictions, because for some reason when I've taken my edge right up to the fold, I had some warping when I folded. So okay, so there we go, and I'm going to fold it over, and we have our tri-fold already, and you'll see that there's very little overlap here, which is good. This is too tall. I want more of a square card. I have my width at 4 3/4. So I think I can either do 4 3/4 this way, which I probably should do, right? Let's do 4 3/4 the other way as well. Then we have a nice square. So there, we line it up at the bottom here where I have a straighter edge. Okie dokie, where did I put? I keep losing my ruler on my desk. What is... Oh, it's right there. It's right there. 1 2 3 4 and 3/4. There we go. Now cut this off. I'm gonna have to probably go a couple of times to get through all the layers. There we go. Okay, got it. Here is our little square card. Now with these others, I don't know why I did it, but I did 4 3/4 and then I did 5. But the penny just dropped in my brain. Do 4 3/4 for to make a complete square, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter. I'm just being silly. So now we have a strip that has 3 folds. We scored the first one and folded it. We brought the second one in, did not score it, but we went in and made a fold just a 1/4 inch before the scored fold, and then trimmed the edges to make a complete square, which is the 4 3/4 that way and this way. Now the card is in the right dimensions. I'm going to open it up again. I'm going to get my ruler, which, I keep putting it down where I think I'll see it, and then I don't. I'm going to take a pencil mark and just identify my corners, because black on black, I don't know, my eyesight must be going, but I struggle to see where the corners are. And I'm just going to take my ruler from corner to corner, and we're working only on the middle panel. Through like that, and I'm going to do the same here, corner to corner. And what I'm trying to do is to identify my center. So there's my center, and I'm going to now go with my inches, and I'm going to go put the 1.5 mark. So there's 1.5 into the center line and mark it off, and then 3 would be my other 1.5. So I've got an equidistant 1.5, 1.5 there. I'm just wondering, I'm probably a bit far out. Can you guys, maybe I'm a bit better if I come in. Sorry, I'm a bit late on doing that, but I hope that the rest of the video is a little close up and you'll figure out what I'm doing. I hope so. And again, 1.5 by 1.5. And the only thing I want to now do is to draw lines across and down, and I'm creating a square. I obviously would have loved if I could just buy Aperture cards or window cards, square ones. I can get them here in the US, they're just not square, and I'm being a little stubborn. I want square. So I said, fine, I will make it myself. Through my little art tantrums, I will make it myself. So we have the square in the middle here. I'm going to cut it out. So guys, if anybody does know where I can purchase square Aperture cards in the US, outside of perhaps Etsy, I would really appreciate a comment, just letting me know where that might be, because in the places I've looked, I'm not an internet sleuth, but in the places I did look, I could not find them. And I think shipping would be a little heavy if I were to order it all the way from the UK. So that probably wouldn't make any sense. But I'm thinking there may be some online stationery place. Oh, you know where I didn't try? There's a company here called Blick. I should maybe look at that. They sell the Uniposca paint pens and some other stationery supplies and art supplies. I'm wondering if they might not just have it. Now, knowing me, I probably didn't get all the way into the corners. So let me just get into this corner and get this out neatly. I just pulled the one corner on a previous one and I ended up tearing the paper, so I don't want to do that again. I'd rather spend this extra little bit of time. Okay, there we go. It's out. So I don't need my box cutter anymore. I'll close that up. Okay, so it is now time. Here is a personal preference. If you want to put down some stick glue or some Aleene's glue or whatever glue you're using, there is a really nice permanent hold stick glue that I don't have yet, but that would have been something that would work. I am just going to use some good old-fashioned double-sided tape here today and put down towards the edge, towards the inner edge, so that I get close to, and I don't get any gaping, hopefully, when I put my picture down. Okay, so let's turn it this way and now decide what to put into the hole. So I have some artwork that I didn't ever finish, and that could be nice. I think that's nice and bright. Gosh, that's pretty, hey? That is super pretty, and I even like the sort of crosshatch. Okay, that's definitely a contender. Let's see. This is something I did on my gel print. Maybe if I did a little like a tri-color type thing, but I don't know. I think this would need something extra, like some stickers or something. Not for today. I think I'll put this one away. I'm not too keen on that one right now. This one's a little muted. I don't hate it. I think if I did another card, that could be quite nice, especially if I went and maybe doodled over this. This could be a really nice background for a sticker or a doodle or something additional, but on its own, I don't think so. So for this video today, I'm looking for something that's going to stand on its own, and I don't think that's going to do it. That's going to need a little extra something. And here was me just using up old paint, acrylic paint. Oh, so pretty. Goodness gracious, look at how that is really, really nice. I can see this as, if you bring it this way even, almost like makes me think of a landscape of some kind. So this could be really nice. I might want to make a whole bunch out of just this one sheet. I can probably do like 4 or 5 of these cards out of this one sheet only. That could be really, really nice. But I think for me today, the winner, because I won't need to do too much to it, just for time purposes, when I'm doing a video, I could do this for hours. Don't tempt me. I think this with that crosshatch would be really nice. Here is another option that has that could be really nice as well. And if I cut these 2 carefully, I might get away with 4. I think I will. I don't know. Okay, but that's definitely my winner. That could be nice too. Oh my gosh, so many possibilities. Okay, this one is going to be the winner today. So let me cut it out carefully, and I think let me cut the whole thing out. And I'm going to leave some of the white, so you don't have to be too particular, because let's see if I, oh dear, did I cut? No, it's okay. Yes, so if I come down as far like that, let's see, I'd have to cut it more or less. Yeah, I'm not going to get too out of here, but this could be a tag. So if I cut this one out nicely, maybe I have a card and a tag here. Ha! 2 for 1. I've got a twofer. All right, so I don't need quite so much of the white. I think I probably can cut off. Let's see if I cut that much off. Gosh, I really probably should have measured that. And I'm going to take my pointy tool, and because it's sharper than my nails, and just pull up the double-sided tape. And then we can put down our picture. It's always exciting to me. I get these little sort of excited feelings every time I do one of these little cards, because it's just the anticipation of what it's going to look like, right? So what I'm going to do now is put down my picture, and then this is my writing side. So if I had to close that, that's my writing side. So I'm just going to flip it. Does it matter? Doesn't really matter, I suppose. All right, so I'm going to go down. I'm just going to stick my head in here. Let me go down and just stick it down. Oh my gosh, so nice. This really looks pretty. You know, if you had collage projects, if you had doodle projects, if you had leftover wrapping paper, or maybe a greeting card or something that you really like, or a picture out of a magazine, this is an excellent card idea for all of those things that I just mentioned, because it just elevates your card. So there is our card is down. What I now have to do is just glue this closed, but I see some of my pencil lines are showing, so let me just erase those. Get rid of the pencil marks. I don't want them to show. I think that probably does it. Let's see, like that. Okay, I'm stuck. Uh-oh. Alright, so you could put down more double-sided tape, and it's exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm also going to put some Aleenes in the middle. Let's bring that across. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so let's put down some double-sided tape and some Aleenes, and then flip it. And then I think I'm going to get a gold marker and there we go. And maybe do something on the border of this, just like I did with that one. That one? No, that way. This way. And do something for a border. Just because I think it'll add that finishing touch to the card. Alright, so let's pull up coverings. Alright, just like this. So I'm getting a head start on all my card making, because I was down to the wire this year, and these are just for family. I need between 25 and 30 cards a year just for my immediate family, because there's all the different, celebrations and birthdays and Mother's Day and Father's Day and all the rest of it. Okay, so I'm getting a head start. I've got my glue down. I'm now just going to carefully get this down and try and make sure that I line it up so I don't have anything going over. There we go. Okay, just give it a good firm push. Make sure that everything is down nicely. And we've still got this sort of just less than a 1/4 inch space between the fold over and the fold closed fold. First fold, scored fold. I just like having that little gusset sort of area. Okay, I think that is good. Done. It's not actually as time consuming as I first thought it might be. It's actually a lot of fun to do. So let me get my gold Uniball pen out, and I don't think I'm going to add any doodles. I think this picture on its own is great. And I think what I would like to do though is maybe I'll follow the design and do like a little crosshatch there and do one on each corner like this. And they don't have to be the same size even. Just like that. Okay. What else can we do? I think, what did I do? Just sort of like a little squiggly line to connect them. Like that. You know, some people may not want this border. I just think there's too much blank space. Put a little bit of extra ink, that one. I'm going to go over this line and maybe just make it a little thicker, a little bit more pronounced. And now that I've done it to that one, I'll have to do it to all of them. Just like this. Okay, so once I get these other 2 lines done, I think the card is done, guys. And then all we have to do is, all I'm going to do is to put it in my box, in my little stash, and then when I'm ready to use it, it's there. And I still have the option of either writing on the inside with the gold pen actually would show up based on this. I could use a gold pen to write my message on the inside, or I could use my white gel pen to write my message on the inside, or I can paste some lines down and then write with a regular black ballpoint or blue ballpoint pen. Lots of options there, but it's done. It's super easy. There's a little bit of measurement going into this project, but not a whole lot. And as long as you keep square measurements and you do that cross in your center panel to make your hole, you're good to go. So let's bring out all our examples again. These are my bigger ones that I didn't make square. I wasn't really thinking about it because I was just thinking about getting the square in the middle. I don't think it really matters as long as I mean, honestly, if I now talking about it, because now my brain's firing up on all cylinders. If you have a big enough punch, you could make a round punch or an oval punch. It doesn't have to be square. It could be rectangular. If you had, you could do a rectangular card and just do a small little window at the top. So many ideas. Let me come back out a little bit so we can show all of our cards. Guys, this is a great way to use up your scraps. It's a great way to use up maybe old wrapping paper or artwork or pictures out of a magazine, I think I mentioned earlier as well. So many ideas, but at the end of the day, it was fun. And stickers, use up all your stickers. I've got a ton of stickers. that it's a box. I won't bother boring you with it, but it's a shoe box, and it is chock-a-block, and I really need to start using them up. These are stickers, those, just all these different ideas. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.